بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Question time. Take it away. I prefer, Allah, another question from Faisal. I prefer to have a full meal for iftar. Allah, look at that. And then pray Maghrib. Look at that. Is that wrong? Is that wrong? I mean, if you're going to ask like that, then no. It's okay. It's not wrong. As most people pray Maghrib first. Right, so what are the madhahib on this? Okay. Well, you see, there's two things here. First of all, almost all ulama, especially within Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, I mean that by its very broadest, not the 0.01% position, the broad position that encompasses the majority of the ummah. They generally all do believe, as the hadith says, that لا يزال الناس بخير ما عجلوا الفطر, that people will remain upon goodness as long as they hasten with the iftar. Okay, so that is the general position. I believe there's some differences with the Shia, where they delay their iftar. But all of the majority of Ahl Sunnah, and by that I mean in contrast, as I said, to the Shia, they do believe in opening the fast before Maghrib, before praying Maghrib. I don't mean before Maghrib, so time kicks in. Just take that snippet and everybody's just munching and they're saying, well, I got the fatwa. So as in before Maghrib Salah, but after the time has obviously kicked in. The difference is, do you just open your fast as in, cheers, Astaghfirullah, man tashabbaha biqawmin, whoever said, do you just simply open your fast, have a quick bite, as in a quick date, a quick something, a quick little snack, a quick 3-4 minutes of a snack example, and then go to pray Maghrib? Or do you sit down and think, well, let's just munch. That's it, I'm going to have a big, fat, massive, bulging kind of diet, and then I'm going to go and pray. Ideally, most people would say that you pray Maghrib, as in you have something and then go and pray Maghrib and then carry on later on and have your food. The question here is, but what if you're not feeling it? What if you've had a very long day and you're feeling hungry and you really just want to eat? Can you do that? Well, the understanding is that, well, according to majority of the ulama, Waqtul Maghrib is muwassa. It is, the time of Maghrib is stretched. It is an expanded kind of time. And even, and I know within the Maliki method there is a difference of opinion, but that is the understanding that is transmitted in the Muwatta by Imam Malik. The Waqtul Salah ma lam tadkhul al-ukhra is the time of one prayer until another one doesn't kick in. And likewise, that is what Ibn Wahab and these other students of Malik say about his understanding, that the time of Maghrib lasts until Isha kicks in. Okay. Now, that is the Hanafi understanding. That is, I mean, there are some differences among some of the Shafi'iyyans. Because it is generally the best time to pray Maghrib, as in the more virtuous time, is at its beginning time.
Say it in the sense that no, the time is very short.
We're talking about the Malikiyah.
No, Hanafis.
I think
they're like, oh, we better pray quickly because the time for Maghrib is only short.
No, the time for Maghrib does last until Isha time. But the point is that is that a so according to the Hanafis, the same thing. It's not that. Oh, bloody hell! I think I've just right. So it's not that the time of Maghrib runs out. As for example, there are some opinions in other schools that say the time of Maghrib is mudayyak, and it's very like you have. I don't know, like within the Shafi'i school, there's some understanding. Even some Malikiyya like to present that understanding. But that, it runs out in, I don't know, 15 minutes, or it runs out in... But that's definitely not the understanding presented in the Muwatta by Imam Malik. It's not the Hanafi school in general. So the point is that most ulama will accept that the time of Maghrib is muwassa, it is stretched. And they all do accept that it is better to pray in its early time. That is an agreed upon concept. But
is that the same with the other salahs as well, or Maghrib is best?
Especially with Maghrib. The other salahs, there's a disagreement. Like so, over Dhuhr, some people say it's better to delay because it's too hot. Some people say it's better to pray in the early time. But with Maghrib, more or less, they all agree. So in the hadith of Jibreel, when the Jibreel leads the salah, leads the Prophet in salah in different times. But when it's Maghrib, he prays in the same time. He doesn't change the Maghrib time between the 2 days. So Maghrib time, it is definitely most virtuous to pray in its early time. But that's an issue of virtue. If you were feeling hungry and you felt that, look, sorry, but I want to pray. Sorry, I want to eat. Then I feel there's no harm in eating, finishing your meal and then praying Maghrib. But I mean, that's, once again, it's subjective. Some people may feel okay to just have a little bite and then get up and pray Maghrib. Some people may be too hungry and too distracted. And, you know, it's actually transmitted that from people like Imam Abu Hanifa, actually, that he said, Allahu A'lam, but this is, you know, part of, you know, what I've come across, that it's in certain lectures, that it's been transmitted that Imam Abu Hanifa said that I would rather, or that my, you know, that I was eating and then I could go and focus on my salah, rather than be my salah and all I can think about is food. Do you understand? So I think that's absolutely fine in that understanding if you have the need. Once again, it's subjective. In countries like this, when it's really long, well, the fast is, then why not? All right.